Okay, we are recording. All right, so let me get this up here. All right, welcome everyone. I am recording this so that people who couldn't join this morning are able to go back and watch the recording. But thank you guys for being here. We're just going to take some time to talk about just oils and a couple other things too. So before we get started, I wanted to point out that you can put your questions and comments or anything else that you want in the chat. So just go ahead and mute your microphones until, towards the end. If you guys want to jump on and ask questions live, you can. Or if you want to, say anything, just comment in the chat. So I can see that right now. And then if you have questions about something that we're talking about, just drop your comments or questions in the chat, and then we'll talk about that. So, all right. So hopefully everyone's having a great Sunday morning. I know that some churches are back, I think this week, maybe last week, some of them started. Our church still is just doing online services, so we already watched that this morning. But anyways, hopefully you guys are all having a good Sunday morning. And so we're going to get started. First, I just want to talk about why, or I guess not why, but how I got started with essential oils. So, and everyone who's like popping in, go ahead and mute your microphones. And then if you want to drop anything in the chat, you definitely can. So how I got started with oils, basically it was about, I think it was like a year and a half, 2 years ago now. My sister wanted to get into using essential oils. And she did some research and looked around at different companies. I think she had like friends that were using them. And she kind of, went out there and looked at, everything that was out there, because there's so many different oils and so many different companies out there on the market. So she did a lot of research and came upon Young Living, and she found that they were like the most pure natural oils that, were kind of available on the market. They seemed to be a really great company when we were looking at them. And so we just kind of got started and signed up under actually one of my friends. Her name is Kaylee. And so my mom and my sister signed up, and they got a starter kit. And of course, my sister Hallie, she was like all into, making different things, doing rollers, doing DIYs, all of that stuff. And she was really kind of my mom and I's go-to, to learn more about how to do it. But I will say, at first, I was very skeptical about it. I kind of made fun of them. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, like these oils, whatever, they don't work. It's just a scam. Like, people just want you to, spend money on oils, and they say they work for these things. They really don't, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't do really my research on it, and I just didn't believe it at first. I was like, there's no way, like, an oil can cure pain or help your headache or whatever. And really at first I just kind of thought that oils were, made for kind of like candles or scentsies or whatever. I thought it was similar to that. It was just a different way to do it. And I didn't really know like all of the in-depth information about them. And I really just thought, oh, it's a way to like make your house smell good, or, your office or whatever. So anyways, I got kind of hooked on them once they started using them. And I think they signed up in the summer or fall. And then by Christmas of that year, I think it was a couple of years ago now, they had me hooked. And I was like, okay, these do work. Like, I think I used a couple of my mom's, and I was like, wait a second, like, is this all in my head? That's what I thought at first. I was like, they're just trying to convince you, like you're convincing yourself that they work, whatever. And then I really got to start, using them, and I did a lot of research on them, and they really showed that they did start working. So I got a starter kit for Christmas, and I was super excited to get it. I got the Aria diffuser, which is amazing. and I started using, I was really skeptical at first, like which oils to use. I think I used like lavender and frankincense the most when I first got my starter kit. And I used lavender in my diffuser before I would go to bed. And then I tried to do a lot of DIYs like for my face. So I did, I think I did a serum and a toner at first. And I used frankincense a lot for that. And I really did start to notice a difference. And so I started, researching and trying to find DIYs. I think I got added to all the Facebook groups where, if you're on my team, you should be in all those Facebook groups, or anyone on our uplines team, you guys will be in those Facebook groups. But anyways, I started looking and watching videos from people that were on the team. And I was like, wait a second, you can use this for like anything. I mean, I was blown away with all the things that you can use oils for. Like I said, at first, I just thought they were like to diffuse. Like I didn't think anything I didn't even know you could like ingest oils. I had no idea that you could do that. I didn't ever, like I thought I had read, about using them in your face wash and stuff, but I didn't think of like using them for anything else topically, but like there's so many different things. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But anyways, so yeah, that's kind of how I got started, and I got hooked on them. Like once I got my starter kit, I just kept like doing more research and finding new DIYs, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to order this oil. I need this one, that one. And there's millions of oils, as many of you know, so maybe not millions, but a lot of oils. But anyways, so yeah, I just kind of started doing things and trying to do like my own DIYs, and I would make my own recipes and things like that. And I got super into it. So I was into oils for about a year, a little longer than a year. I was using them, day in and day out. I had a diffuser in my office. I had a diffuser at my house. And just about every day I was diffusing oils or using them, my face stuff topically, using rollers, like stress away rollers and stuff like that. And so then about, I guess, a couple months ago now, a month ago, 2 months ago, I was watching a couple of things about, girls who had started doing this on the business side, and I kind of got interested in it, and I was already, telling all my friends and my family about it, just because I was like, you have to have these because it's amazing, and you wouldn't believe like the results that I've seen with them and just different things. And I was like the person who was like, oh, you have pain? Here's Panaway. Oh, you have a headache? Here's some peppermint. Like I was that person no matter where I was at. And my friend Kaylee reached out to me and was like, hey, like, you're sending all these people to me to sign up and get oils. Like, you could totally just do this on your own if you wanted to. And I was like, what? Like, no, I'm not into sales. Like, I don't do that type of stuff. Like, I would not be good at that. And she was like, just try it, like, just see how it goes. And so I was like, okay, I'll do it for a couple months and, see how it goes. So I've really enjoyed it up until this point. And I think my favorite part is doing stuff like this, just kind of talking to people and educating people and helping them, get the most out of their oils and their products from Young Living. So, yeah, that's why we're doing this. I love doing classes. I love teaching people. So anyways, that's kind of why. And I guess I got started really just to help people. I love helping people, no matter what it is. I mean, my regular job that I do every day, we help people all the time, and I just love that aspect of just helping people. So that's kind of why I got into it, and I just really want everyone to have like, clean products. And I guess for me, switching to clean living in the beginning was kind of overwhelming. So I wanted to be, I want to continue to be a resource for people who want to transition their life into that clean living aspect and, just switching out their products, because I feel like, I guess my experience was that I had no idea. Like, I grew up using Clorox wipes. I grew up, we never talked about like natural products. Like, I never really knew that was even a thing until really the past couple of years. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people I've talked to, they were like, who even knew that those products that you could buy at Walmart or wherever, Target, were bad for you? I mean, they're on the market, they're consumable products. Like, why would they be bad for you? And why would, you know, our government and our country let us have these products if they were harmful? It was just, I was naive about it. I had no idea that anything, you know, anything that you could buy at the store would be like, it was like for a specific thing, like shampoo and cleaning and all of that, personal care products, all of that. Like, who knew that those were actually bad for you? And so I started doing more research, and you know, as soon as I switched to oils and started using things, I came up on a lot of recipes that you can use for cleaning. And those of you who know me know that I love to clean all the time, probably too much. But anyways, I was using, I mean, Windex and Clorox wipes and, you know, whatever, all that stuff was like my best friend. And I would use it all the time. I mean, every weekend that I cleaned my house, I'd use those products. And as I started to do more research and learn more about it, I came to realize that there's a lot of like toxins and bad products and bad, you know, ingredients that are within those products. And it's kind of crazy because I never knew it. I mean, I guess I was just naive enough not to like read the label, but I just assumed like everyone uses Windex, everyone washes their hair with shampoo, everyone does this and that. Everyone goes to the store, buys strawberries, and just rinses them off with water and eats them. Like, I didn't think anything of it until I really started to do my research. And once I, you know, learned a lot more, I really tried to transition my life into just a very clean living and clean products within our home. And what I started with was my cleaning products, because to me, that was something that was pretty easy to switch out. I mean, you run out of cleaning products all the time. And so it was easy for me to run out of Clorox wipes and then transition them in with just a Thieves cleaner. It was easy for me to run out of Windex, and then, you know, instead of going and buying these products at the store, I'd just make my own. You know, to me, it's actually been kind of a cost saver, because it's cheaper for me to make my own Windex, make my own counter spray, make my own floor cleaner, glass cleaner, all of that, than it is to just go buy a bottle of it at the store. And, you know, you kind of have that sense of assurance whenever you make your own, you know exactly what's going into it. So if you ever want any recipes for any type of cleaning products or anything like that, just let me know. I have made just about everything you can think of. And then there's also a lot of different cleaning products on Young Living's website that you can just buy. Like, you can buy, I know they have like Thieves wipes, they have, you know, laundry detergent, all of that stuff, shampoo, conditioner, all those typical household products they have for sale on their website. But the cool thing is that you could also make your own. So if you have the time and you want to, you know, create your own and put your own oils into it or whatever, then you can certainly do that as well by just buying like a spray bottle or, you know, glass bottles on Amazon. So that's super nice. Let me take a drink because it's really hot out here. It felt good for like the first 15 minutes I was out here, and now it's getting a little hot, but it's still kind of nice. I have my umbrella up, so I'm in the shade. But anyways, so yeah, any type of clean living or recipes that you want, I think I've probably sent most of you guys, if you're on my team, I've sent you the Thieves cleaning guide. So if you buy one of those, I didn't bring it out here, but if you buy one of those bottles of the Thieves cleaner, that has lasted me over a year now or more. Anyways, you put like a capful of, and I still have over like half of a bottle left. You put a capful, and I clean every weekend, so if that says anything. But you put a capful of the Thieves cleaner into a spray bottle, and then you fill up the rest with water. You dilute it, and depending on what type of cleaner you want to make, that will last you, you know, a good month or so, depending on how much you use it. And it was just a capful of the, you know, the huge bottle that comes in the Thieves cleaner starter pack, or you can just buy the Thieves Cleaner on your own. So that's super great. And then, yeah, like I said, I also back to the whole clean living and switching out product things. I switched out my cleaning supplies. I switched out a lot of my personal care products. So a lot of my face wash, face serums, I don't know, shampoos, conditioners, all that stuff. Even though I didn't necessarily switch out every single product with something from Young Living, I did switch to all natural eventually. So it is a process. It's overwhelming. I'm not going to lie at first, to kind of go through your house and just be like, holy crap, all of these products are toxic and not good for me and not good for my family. So, yeah, I mean, it is overwhelming at first, and you don't have to do, like, I always tell people, don't go through your house and just throw everything away. I mean, just use the rest of what you have. And then, once you're ready to go to the store and buy that new bottle of whatever it is, just switch it out with something from Young Living. And it's really easy to do that, especially on your Essential Rewards orders. Maybe 1 month you buy shampoo and conditioner, the next month you buy laundry detergent and dishwasher detergent and Thieves Cleaner or whatever. So you can spread it out over time and just buy those products that you need and the products that you ran out of within your household. So I switched out my makeup, most of it. I don't wear a ton of makeup, but I did switch out most of my makeup. That was like the last thing I did. I'm trying to think what else. Dishwasher, soap, laundry detergent. Yeah, pretty much everything that you use, just household products and stuff like that. I did switch out like medicine and stuff like that. Like I don't really take any type of like Advil or ibuprofen or headache medicine, or I used to take like stuff for cramps and pain and stuff like that, and I don't take any type of medicine anymore. I just use oils, which I'm not saying it's going to work for every little thing that you might have or you might need to use, but certainly it has worked for those little minor things that I've switched out. So anyways, just read your own body, try it out. If it doesn't work for you, do whatever you need to do, but certainly try to switch out those products when you can, because I just think it's super important. So I've got a list of topics here that I'm reading from. So let's talk about how to use your oils. Most of you probably have a starter kit of some kind. I'm assuming most of you got the premium starter kit. That's typically the starter kit that I recommend to people. And if you're on my team, you would have gotten like kind of a breakdown of everything that comes in the starter kit. You would have gotten a video from me just kind of talking about the starter kit oils, how to use each one, what they're good for, all of that. But basically, I just kind of want to talk about, you can use your starter kit oils 3 ways, or any oils 3 ways. You can use them topically. So you can make rollers, you can, just directly apply those oils to your body. And then you can also diffuse them. So you can, with the premium starter kit, you get a free diffuser, which is amazing. And you can put your oils in there and diffuse them. And then you can also use them internally, like we talked about. So you can add them to your drinks. You can add them to, different things like cooking. My husband didn't cook a lot, and he, has been using like black pepper, clove, basil, all of that. So you can certainly use them and eat them and take them and ingest them. And then Young Living does have a lot of different products that are ingestible. They have a whole nutrition line. They have like supplements, all of that. So certainly check that out if you haven't already. So before we jump in, I'm just going to briefly go over the starter kit, and we'll do that here in just a minute. But before we jump into that, I want to talk about why Young Living. So I'm sure many of you know, but there are tons of different oils out there. There's tons of different companies that are similar to Young Living. You can go to Walgreens and buy a bottle of lavender or lemon or whatever essential oil you want for like $5. You can go to Target and get them, whatever. So certainly they're out there, they're on the market. And one thing I will say, I'm not going to get too far in the weeds of it, but the FDA just doesn't really regulate oils or really just any type of products very much. For example, I know that Europe has like over hundreds and hundreds of products that are banned, certain cleaning supplies that are banned, personal care products that are banned from being sold in those countries. And the U.S., I think, has maybe 3 or 4 now. I can't remember most recently but it's not very many. It's definitely not even close to 100. So if that tells you anything about, what's in all of our products, nothing, all these other countries have banned things and we have yet to ban anything. So just be careful, no matter what you're eating, what you're using, just read the label and be aware of what's in it. So anyways, I just want to start out and say not all oils are created equal. This is probably one of the most important things you can learn whenever you first start researching oils, and maybe you haven't even made the switch to Young Living. Maybe you're using different oils that you buy wherever. I will say that essential oils are not 100% pure, can straight up be dangerous. And most of the oils in the market are beyond basically altered. So don't use those store-bought oils. If I told you anything, seriously, I'll give you oils before you use the store-bought ones. Just don't do it. Oils are meant to help you, not harm you, but they only help if they're actually pure and the good stuff like Young Living. So think of, for example, here's a good example. Think about Sunny D. Okay, we've all had Sunny D. You know what it is. Versus fresh squeezed orange juice. Okay, so similar products. Both you could qualify them as orange juice. Okay, so a fresh squeezed orange juice is pure. It's full of vitamin C and antioxidants. And it tastes really good. I mean, we've all probably had fresh squeezed orange juice at some point in time. Now, Sunny D, on the other hand, that can sit on the shelf for years probably. I mean, it's at Sam's. You can sit it up there on one of those pallets for I don't know how long. Nothing's going to happen to it because there's so many different chemicals and toxins in them. Maybe not chemicals, but definitely toxins. So Sunny D is high fructose corn syrup. Certain people are allergic to that, if that says anything. And it's basically water, high fructose corn syrup, and artificial orange flavoring. So probably not something we want to put in our body. It basically is just not even comparable to that fresh squeezed orange juice that whenever you drink the two, if you drink them side by side, you can definitely tell a difference. So definitely, I mean, if we all had the choice between the two glasses sitting in front of us, most of us would probably choose that fresh squeezed orange juice. Unless you're 5 like me, I probably would have chosen Sunny D because I was scared of fresh squeezed orange juice, and I was probably scared of just the pulp in general. So anyways, to kind of wrap that all up, again, not all oils are created equally. The reason that Young Living's oils are so different is their unmatched commitment to producing a pure, unaltered oil. They have a close eye and an incredible care for their process, from the plant seed to sealed oil. Their whole slogan at Young Living is seed to seal, and you can see it right here on the box. It says seed to seal. So really, if you haven't checked that out, there's a lot of good videos on Young Living's website about their whole distillery process and how those plants and how they get the oils from the plants on their farms. They have local farms, and it's just a very pure, natural process that they do to make the oils that you and I love. So Young Living understands that all good things take time. So they say no to quickly whipping up a synthetic oil in a lab, and they say yes to letting the plant grow until its peak harvesting time, down to the hour. Honestly, their standards of excellency, and they strive for perfection. And after the batch is distilled, they test it over and over and over and over again. And if it doesn't meet their standards, they toss it out. They say, see you later. They ditch it and start over. even if it loses them money, which is huge, especially for major corporations in corporate America. You know, most people are going to be like, okay, this oil may not be as pure or great for our customers, so let's offer it to them at a discount. Let's give them 50% off, and we're going to still make money on it. And guess what? Our, you know, company is still going to thrive and do great. Young Living is not like that. They definitely value their customers and what they give to us. So, and you know, there's a proven point to all of that whole process too, is because you'll see as you guys continue to make your ER orders, maybe there's an oil that you love and it goes out of stock, and you're like, what the heck? Why is it out of stock? Why can't they just make more? You know, right? I mean, there's plenty of plants in the world. Why can't they make more? And the thing of it is that they're going to go out of stock because that particular plant isn't growing or harvesting at that time. So, I mean, tomatoes, take tomatoes, for example. I have a tomato plant right over here. It's not blooming. I don't have any tomatoes on it right now. They don't bloom till July. I'm not going to be able to get that you know, thing unless I synthetically grow it, or I grow it inside on a, you know, fake thing like we know that so many companies do. I'm not going to be able to get the oil out of that because it's not the time, it's not its peak season and the time for me to do that. So that's why you'll see sometimes oils that go out of stock, which is great. I mean, to me, that's fine. If they go out of stock, that's fine. I don't want a synthetic oil that isn't really pure or true to that plant growing in its natural environment. So anyways, when it comes to oils, you get what you pay for. It couldn't be more true. A $10 bottle of frankincense should make you tilt your head over because our culture is moving towards natural living more than ever. Randos are hopping on the let me start an essential oil business train, and most of those pretty packaged bottles are cheap imitations of the purchased wholesale and huge quantities, and they're diluted with synthetic additives to make them smell real when their chemical composition is far from it. So, just a few things there on oils. And just remember, I mean, you get what you pay for. It's true about everything. Like, obviously, you know, higher end products are more expensive for a reason, because it takes them longer or, you know, more money to actually make those products. So just keep that in mind. Like I mentioned before, Young Living has way more than just oils. There's so many different products out there. You can check out their website or the product guide that comes with your starter kit. And we probably don't have time to get into it today, so I think we're going to get into this story probably during our next class. I'm going to do an oils 102 class probably in the next week or so. This is Oils 101. So we'll jump into the story of Young Living and the founder and his whole story, all of that in our next class in Oils 102. So really quickly, I don't want to take up too much time this morning, but I wanted to talk about the starter kit really quick. So I already have a very long video on the starter kit. So if you're really interested in a deep dive of the starter kit, check out my YouTube channel. It's Drops Plus. But I just want to talk about this starter kit here really quickly and all the different oils that come in it. Because I know some of you may not have gotten your starter kit yet, and I just want to kind of give you a preview of everything that's in it and what comes. So lemon, really quickly, that's a great oil to drop in your tea. You can use it in your water. You can use it, anything you would use normal lemon juice or oil for, you can definitely use. Funny story really quickly. The other night I had a Band-Aid. I cut my hand open. I had a couple of Band-Aids across my hands. And you know when you take off a Band-Aid, it has that sticky nastiness stuff like left on you, like the residue from the Band-Aid. I dropped a couple of drops of lemon, rubbed off, rubbed it around on my finger, and all that sticky stuff came off. And it was like instantly. So I thought that was pretty cool. Lemon is known for kind of a gone goo away, whatever that is. That's what lemon's really great for. I use lemon a lot in my cleaning recipes as well. Copaiba, that's the second oil that comes in the thing. That's very calming. It's great for, I do it in a headache roller. It's a good one to diffuse as well. Thieves, that's amazing. You guys know about the Thieves line. I rub it on the bottom of my feet at night with Longevity. So pop a little roller on top, and you can basically, use it for pretty much anything cleaning wise. It's good to diffuse. It's a really good overall immune support as well. And it's kind of a mix of like clove and cinnamon and a couple other things, but I did drop just do one drop if you're going to use it in your tea or, a drink or something like that. But it is very good, especially in the winter. Really quickly, I want to take a second to show you guys how to take the little dropper that comes on top of a roller off. So you'll see the lid that comes with the, the bottle of oil. So you'll see this little lid that comes on top of it. See the little indentations on the side? You put that lid on top and kind of try to pop off this little seal, okay? That's going to take the plastic part off of the bottle of oil, okay? Now you see this bottle of oil with nothing on top of it. So in the starter kit, you get a little roller, or you get two of them, I think. Yeah, two rollers that look like what this is, okay? So you'll get one of these and then a lid as well, two of those, sorry. So what you want to do, if you ever want to make your bottle of oil into a roller like this one, you take this little guy, you pop it on here. You don't have to push it in or anything like that. You shouldn't get any oils on your hands, especially if you're using the lids to make them work. So what you'll do is you'll take that little roller, you'll take this black lid, because the black lids mean roller lids and the white lids mean dropper lids, okay? So you put the little guy in there. You don't have to push it down again. Take this black roller, roll it, tighten it, and when you tighten it, that pushes the roller down into the bottle and makes your oil a roller. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, you can take those on and off as you need. Same with this, similar to the actual dropper or the roller, you can put the dropper lid here, twist on that white lid that comes automatically on your thing, and you take it off, it's pushed in there, okay? Super easy, but I know, I've had a lot of questions about that. So that is how you can switch out the regular lids with the roller lids, okay? You can also buy extra roller lids from Young Living's website. I typically buy like a pack or two whenever I make an ER order each month. Because I keep finding new oils. I'm like, I need a roller lid for that one. I need a roller lid for that one. So yeah, you can buy more of those if you need to. And I have no oils on my hands. I didn't even get anything on my hand. Super easy, super mess free. Okay. Moving on really quickly, peppermint, headaches, and tea. Just gonna go quickly here. Again, you can watch my long video that talks about each oil in depth. Citrus Fresh, energy, diffusing, room freshener, Panaway, pain away is what I call it. Pain away is what it's really called. I call it pain away. Roll it on your back. Roll it on your anywhere you have pain. Roll it on your temples if you have a headache. Okay. Next here we've got frankincense. Use it all over your skin. The Jack of all trades oil. Diffuse it for calming. Use it for your skin for just overall complexion and just skin evening tones. I use this in every single face wash product. Keep a bottle of it by my sink and use it every day. Lavender, amazing oil. Diffuse it before you go to bed. Put it on your wrist before you go to bed. Use it in a calming roller. Use it in an anxiety roller. All of that. Diffuse it. I run out of lavender more than any other oil because I use it every night to sleep. Okay. Digize. Use it on your tummy. I use this oil every day. I have a lot of tummy issues. And so yeah, use it on your stomach or your tummy, and use that to basically just relieve all stomach issues and help your digestive system. Raven, I've got a little roller on it. What you can do with Raven is it helps with just basically overall just breathing, and it's also great for allergies too if you have like a cough or a cold or whatever. Roll it on your neck right here, and it's going to just help you kind of open up your airways and your different things like that. Okay, in the bottom of the starter kit, you'll get a lot of other cool things. But the 2 oils that come in the bottom are Stress Away. Obviously, that's self-explanatory. Use it for stress and get that stress away. Peace and Calming. Use it with lavender in your diffuser at night, and in the anxiety roller, and a calming roller, and yeah, all of that. I love Peace and Calming. So anyways, that is the starter kit in a quick couple minutes overview. And so just to kind of wrap it up, I wanted to show you guys a little bit what oils I use on the daily. So this is my little roller and oil holder. It's a hard case, so all of the oils stay safe and they don't get broken when I toss it in my purse or my bag when I go to work. So I have in here, these are the oils that I use daily, like I mentioned. And I love making rollers for people. So if you're on here and you're like, hey, Kayla, can you make me a roller? I probably can, because I love doing it. I have so many. Okay. Energy support. I use this every morning because I'm not a good waker-upper, especially early when I have to go to work. So roll that on your wrist and rub it in to wake you up. I use it at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon as well because I hit a wall. Okay. Anxiety support. I use this a lot. I get anxious quite a bit, so use that to calm yourself down, especially before anything that is super nerve-wracking. Okay. Head roller. Use that on your temples, on the back of your neck, right here behind your ears when you have a headache. All right. Next, we've got deep relief. Use that on your temples, the back of your neck, the back of your lower back, anywhere you have pain. If you want kind of like a overall cooling, this deep relief, use that. I've also got, what do I have in here? I've got DGs is what I call it, but it's really called DiGize. I've got that in here too because I have a lot of tummy issues. As you can see here, I've got a tummy roller because I use it every single day after I eat because I have an issue and I don't know what it is. Stress Away, I use that a lot if I'm stressed or just overall feeling, you know, like I need to calm down, then I use that, especially at work. So, okay, this roller, I'm going to use this. So what you can do, typically I use my rollers right here on my wrist, roll it on my wrist, rub it together. I also do it behind my ears because that's a great place for it to, those oils to get absorbed within your bloodstream. Like I said, I also put a lot of oils on the bottom of my feet because our feet are the biggest, I don't really know what to call it, but like the biggest part of your body that will allow you to absorb different oils and use them and get into your bloodstream faster. Another quick tip I wanted to mention is that if you're using like a Panaway oil or some type of an oil to directly impact something topically on your body, what you want to do is put peppermint on top of it. So let's say I'm using Panaway for my lower back pain. I roll it all over my lower back, put peppermint on top of that as well, because that peppermint is going to push those oils into your skin, get them into your bloodstream faster. So if you need a quick, you know, way to get those oils into you and you're applying them topically, put peppermint on top of it and it'll push it all in. Once you feel that cooling sensation from the peppermint, you know the oils are working. All right. So I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover today. I don't want to take up too much time. And again, I am recording this, so I will send this link out to you if you guys want to watch it again or send it to anyone. Just let me know and I'll send it to you. And I'd like to end with this. I think, you know, why wouldn't, I mean, for me, this is my why. Why wouldn't I want to help everyone that I know live a healthier and safer life? Just kind of think about that whenever you're thinking about sharing oils or, you know, giving oil to people. I love giving oils. I love giving rollers away. Typically, if you're just asking me for one roller, I'm not going to charge you for it because I just truly believe that oils should be in everyone's house. We should all use clean and, you know, just helpful products. So anyways, I know I didn't have really any questions in the chat, but if you guys have anything that you want to talk about, drop them in the chat now. We've got a couple more minutes. If you wanted to talk about anything live, just let me know. Yes, you're welcome, Elizabeth. Thank you guys for attending. I really appreciate you guys being on here today and listening to me ramble on and on. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Again, if you're on my team, even if you're not on my team, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. Connect with me on Instagram or Facebook. I have a business page now on Instagram, and I'll have a Facebook one up soon. And so I just really love sharing things with people. So if you ever need a recipe or anything, just reach out to me at any time, and I'd be happy to help. So alrighty, I'll let everyone get back to their Sunday afternoon. Hope you guys have such a great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Don't forget, I do have a couple more classes in June. I think I have 3 more in June. I'm going to do an Oils 102 class, another Oils 101 class, and then also I'm going to do a in-person DIY party. Not sure what that's going to be yet, but really what we'll do, I've had one of those before, and what I do is I invite everyone over to my house. We do a DIY together. We got food, drinks, everything, and we have a lot of fun. So if you guys have a DIY request that you want at the next party, let me know. And I hope to see you guys soon and talk to you all very soon. So have such a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.